this is my review for Transformers Power Core Combiners Huffer with Caliburst. Huffer, as you can see, is a kind of mustard yellow 18-wheeler cab, while Caliburst is this turret type thing. I'm going to start off by taking a look at Caliburst, because really, I figure I should get the crap out of the way first, because I really don't like Caliburst. You're going to hear me say that several times in this review, so you've been forewarned. I really don't like Caliburst. But anyway, what I'm going to do with him is I'm going to show off his vehicle mode and his robot mode while Huffer's in vehicle mode, and then I'm going to show off his other two modes while Huffer's in robot mode, since they can really only apply when Huffer's in robot mode anyway. But anyway, here's Caliburst in turret mode, and I can say, this is the one thing about this figure that I like. I love this turret mode. I think it's really, really cool. I really like these clock gear pieces, clock gear-like pieces on the side. I think they look really, really cool, and they add a lot of personality to it. There's not much you can do with it, sadly. You can attach it to this Minicom port on the back of Huffer. You can have it attached like this, with the gun pointing this way, or you can, if you want, rotate it around, so it can be like a turret on the back of his truck if you want. But really, unless you want to have it sitting off to the side, there's not much you can do about it. So that is a little bit sad, but I really, really do like this turret mode. I think it's really, really cool. Transformation to robot mode is like with most Minicons, very simple. You just want to flip the legs down and rotate them around. The same on this side. Then you want to split the gear pieces around. Bring them all the way back. Then you want to rotate this arm up, rotate the gun around, then rotate it back down, and there you have Caliburst in robot mode. And like I said, you know, most Minicons have wonky proportions, but really, this guy's just ridiculous. I mean, he's got an extremely thin upper body with these giant clock gear pieces on the side acting like wings. He's got giant legs. His arms are way off center. I really, really don't like that. I cannot say anything good about this guy's robot mode. Not even his head sculpt. I mean, his head sculpt, I don't know how well the camera will pick it up, but his head sculpt's just awful. I really don't like this head sculpt. He looks like, now that I look at it, he actually kind of looks like Alpha Trion, which is kind of funny. But I just really, really don't like this head sculpt. I think it's really, really poor, and they definitely weren't trying too hard when they designed this guy's robot mode. So, Caliburst, I think you can throw in the trash. He's really not worth it. Huffer, however, is just awesome. I absolutely love Huffer. I'll get that right out of the way. Here he is in 18-wheeler cab mode. He is a little bit different from what he looked like in G1. In G1, he was a flatbed, or not flatbed, flat-nosed 18-wheeler cab, much like Optimus Prime was, but bright orange. It does look a little bit more menacing overall, but it's really, really cool. I really, really do like it. It rolls fairly well, and that's about it in terms of features. It is very nicely detailed, though. I really like the detail on it. And that's about it for vehicle mode. Transformation on Huffer, very simple. You want to lift these pieces up. You want to split them, like so. Then you want to split the arms, like so. Then you want to split this cab piece. Can't help to raise the arms up a bit, like so. Split the cab piece. Then you want to rotate it up and tab it in. Do the same on this side. Tab it in. Rotate his arm around. Rotate it around. Rotate his arm down. Rotate it around, and flip up his head. And then you have Huffer in robot mode. And you know, a lot of people have said that he looks disproportional, or at least some people have said he's disproportional. But you know what? That's one of those things that I really like about Huffer. I've always enjoyed Huffer's robot mode, and I really like Huffer as a character. I know a lot of people don't because he complains a lot, but I've always loved Huffer's character. I think he's really, really cool. I really like that opposed to the BotCon version, which had the blue arms, it actually has the silver arms to kind of represent the fact that Huffer had chrome pipes for arms in G1. I just think he looks really, really cool. I think he's really nice. I also really do like the head sculpt. It isn't quite G1 Huffer, but it is still recognizable as Huffer, just with a visor. Like, if this guy didn't have a visor, you could definitely tell it was still Huffer. It's really, really cool. The way I like to think of it is Huffer with a battle mask, or Huffer wearing a battle mask, I should say. It's just a really, really cool head sculpt, and I really, really do like it. For articulation in this mode, this guy's actually got quite a bit. His head's on a very limited ball joint. It doesn't go up and down very much, but it can rotate side to side. You can also use this joint for transformation to pose him if you like. He's got ball jointed shoulders. They are a little bit limited by these pieces right here, but nothing horrible. It does have a double jointed elbow just due to transformation. A ball jointed elbow. Does have legs that go in and out, back and forth, the knees bend, and that's about it. A lot of people have complained he doesn't have any feet. He actually does. They're just molded in feet, though they don't actually transform, so that's why it looks like he has no feet, but when you get him, he does indeed actually have feet. And going back to Caliburst, I'll first put him in his robot mode weapon. What you want to do is you want to flip this piece up, and then, actually you want to rotate it around, my apologies. You want to flip that up, flip the arm around, like so. And then basically you want to transform him back into vehicle mode, except you want to leave the legs straight. And what you want to do is, there's a mini-con peg on Huffer's right arm, and you can just plug it in, and he has kind of an underswung machine gun type thing, a lot like Arnold had in Total Recall, which I think is kind of neat. And again, I'm not really that big a fan of this. I think if it had been a little bit smaller, and maybe not with as much bulk up at the front, I really would have liked it, but really, I just don't really like it. What I usually do with this guy to give him a weapon in robot mode is I usually take the gun piece off of Caliburst and attach it to Huffer, much like Optimus discovered you could do at the end of his video, and I think that just looks really cool. I think it's really, really awesome. I really do like it. It's very, very... I've never been a fan of underslung weapons, but I think this one looks very cool. Although it would be nice if somebody could make a custom gun for this guy, then I would really, really like it. But anyway, I'll go ahead and put Huffer in his torso mode. I don't have any drones to combine him with, but I'll go ahead and do it anyway. Getting him to torso mode is very simple. You want to flip down his head, then you want to flip this grill piece backwards, then you want to flip up his combiner mode head. It's a very nice head. I really do like it. It's kind of Minosaurish. Just really, really cool. It takes a lot of design cues from Animated, it seems. It's just a really, really cool looking little head. I really do like it. It also does have some very nice light piping. I don't know how well you can tell, but it's got some very, very nice light piping, which I think is nice. You can also, if you want, leave Huffer in this mode with the head, the combiner mode head on, so he can be Mr. Big Head, if you really want, but that's just silly. Anyway, go ahead and take that piece off. Then you want to rotate Huffer's arms up, and there's a little tab right here, or not a tab, a slot, and then there's a tab right here that you want to plug his arms on, like so. Do the same on this side. Again, tab right here, slot in his arm, bend it upwards, and then plug it in. Then you want to take his legs, and you want to bend them to the side like so. And then raise them up on this pin joint right here. And then you want to line up this little post right here with this little hole in his leg, like so. Then you want to flip the combiner pegs down. I might end up painting these black since I'm pretty much never going to use Huffer as a combined robot mode torso, but we'll see. Anyway, do the same on this side. Rotate his leg to the side. Rotate it down on the pin joint, and then line that post and hole up. And there you have Huffer in his torso mode. And for Caliburst's final mode, go ahead and reattach the gun. What you want to do is you want to bring them off to the side like so. Bring the clock gear pieces, sorry. Rotate his arms upwards, like so. Then you want to flip his legs down at the knee, like so. And then just kind of rest them right next to his head, like so. And then the instructions say to have the gun pointing this way. I'm sorry. The instructions say to have the gun pointing this way. I personally think that looks stupid, so what I usually do is I just have it laying across the chest, and then you want to... won't ever be able to do this with my fingernails, so I'll just go ahead and use this pin to get it out. There's a mini-con peg in Huffer's chest that you want to go ahead and attach Caliburst to. And so he has a robot mode armor, or a combined torso mode armor. which is kind of neat. I actually do kind of dig this mode. It's not the greatest, it's not the worst. I think the best combined mode armor that we're going to get is on, oh god, what is his name? Heavy Tread. I think that one's going to end up looking the best, but then again, it does have sculpted pieces that I think will really, really benefit the combined torso robot mode armor. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take Caliburst off and get Huffer back into robot mode real quick. Oh, I'm sorry. Then what you want to do in combined mode is you want to also flip these pieces out. I always forget that for some reason. Don't know why. Anyway, flip the head back down, flip that head up. Flip that up. And there you go. So, you know, the Power Core Combiner line, as many people point out, is not for everybody. I don't think it's the cracktacular line that everybody makes it out to be. I think it's actually a pretty decent little line. Again, I don't have any of the 5-packs with the drones on them, so I haven't tested out the gimmick yet. But I really, really do like this guy. I think he's really neat. He goes really well with your classics. And we'll get some size comparisons out of the way real quick since this is going on for a long time. Here he is next to Bumblebee. So you can see about a standard Scout class size. Also, here he is next to a other Scout, Beachcomber. So you can see he's just a little bit taller than Beachcomber, not by much, in between a Deluxe and a Scout in size. And also, here he is next to another Power Core Combiner Scout, just for fun. So you can see he's a little bit taller than Searchlight. So overall, yeah, like I said, Caliburst, you can throw away. I don't really like Caliburst. But Huffer, I think, is just amazing. I think he's a great, great start to the Power Core Combiner line. And I think if you're going to pick up any Power Core Combiner, pick him up. Maybe with Searchlight. I really, really like Searchlight, but Huffer just really stands out for me. So there you go. My look at Transformers Power Core Combiner Scout Class Huffer with Caliburst. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.